Thank you, Andy and Paul, for opening up for me. I guess now let's get close to 8. I can break out the PG stuff. So, yeah, it's a little tall right here. Let me bring it down a little bit. So I was just going to tell y'all a few stories this evening. Hopefully get a laugh out of y'all in there. I feel that a lot of humor comes out of experience and truth. So I wanted to share a little bit of my experience with y'all tonight. I'm here to talk about a little bit of a serious issue that I feel that's going around, especially with our male population, and I feel that you might be with me. It is that of the random boner. It affects many of us in the males. I've been the victim myself, and that's what I'm here to tell you about tonight. Thank you. It is just something that affects many of us at a young age, especially at middle school. That's where I want to begin my story. Gymnasium class, my 8th grade year, I was taking a test with many of my peers, and we had just gotten done with the test, and we were all just sitting on the gym floor, not in desks or anything, and I turned my test in early. I was a very bright kid, and I was just laying there, just laying on my back, and all of a sudden, I hear another kid laughing, and I wonder what this is. And sure enough, I looked around and looked at myself, and I was pitching full tent, ladies and gentlemen. It was very, very obvious. And it's funny because it happens to you out of nowhere, it just comes up. And so my immediate reaction was just to roll over. And this caused me a short bit of pain later on. But as a middle schooler, it's funny because you have this, and one of the worst things you can get as a middle schooler sometimes is a cell phone. And this random bonerness can come into effect sometimes to where you can use it. So I was texting this young lady, same age, and we were just texting about who knows what, and I had a crush on her, of course. And out of nowhere, the feeling struck, and I just wanted to ask her, hey, I have a boner. And just question mark. Just to see what kind of response I could get out of her. Her response was, okay. And from that, my middle school mind went on to think, are you feeling this too? Her response, I don't think so. So, immediately shot down. She was fishing with her dad, so she couldn't really give me an elaborate response at the time. But it's funny how all this that we go through with these random boners and whatnot, it's a learning experience. You live and you learn all throughout your life. Like times you get so drunk and a little bit high that you eat a raw onion. Just straight up onion. Bad decision. Bad morning breath. But it's funny how it all works out in the end, you know. Yeah, I mean, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at? Either way, ladies and gentlemen, I have one more story to tell you for the evening. I work in construction, and you find many a character in that line of business, that's for sure. And one fellow that I particularly work with, whose name is Waylon, he is your typical kind of person who goes home, drinks until he blacks out, that kind of guy. And he lives paycheck to paycheck and whatnot. And he has a real winner of a girlfriend also. Real good girl. Sweet girl. And he told us this really great story one day at work where he came to work and was talking about how his girlfriend had a loose tooth that night before. And he was telling us that, yeah, this tooth just came loose. She's 50 years old, by the way, just as a kind of benchmark for her. And she has this loose tooth that's ready to be pulled, and Waylon just goes in and is like, I got that for you, baby. Don't worry about it. Pulls out his pliers and goes to tugging on it, and it won't come out. Won't go anywhere. Keeps trying, still won't go anywhere. And eventually they give up, call that for the evening. But a little later on, they're getting a little frisky in bed. It's getting a little weird and wild in there. And so she, like the lady she is, goes down on Waylon and proceeds to give him a blowjob, as they call it. And they're going at it, like lovers do. And all of a sudden, she stops, and Waylon looks down and just can't imagine what's going on. Just like, what's going on, baby? What's going on? Except in his voice, it's like, what's going on, baby? What's going on? And all of a sudden, she just leans down and goes, behold, the tooth. They come out of her mouth. That's one way to pull a tooth, ladies and gentlemen. Show that to whoever needs it. Either way, I'm Drew McHugh. Thank you all for listening to this tonight. Appreciate it.